From the national to the local, local to the national. They both strengthen each other. Talking about strength of character, I want to have Cindy Sheehan come up to say a few words. She's running as an independent against Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
Paradox in this congressional district. You're the most anti-war district in the United States, and you have the Speaker of the House representing you, allegedly, and her promises didn't quite come forth, and that's pretty bad. The way you cut off the war when you've allowed it to be commenced unconstitutionally, illegally, and in violation of international treaties is to cut off the funding, except to return the soldiers back here. That's the way you do it. She hasn't done it. Cindy's going door to door. You know what she did in Crawford, she wants to do here. And bring the press attention and mobilize all of you just to make the most important point of all, which she will now make. Cindy?
All the mothers, happy Mother's Day, and everybody who has mothers. I think that's everybody here in the theater. I'm not too sure where Dick Cheney came from, but and this is the 5th Mother's Day that I've had to suffer without Casey. But we do have something really exciting happening in my family. My youngest daughter is now 8 days past due with my first grandchild, so everybody send good thoughts. Good labor thoughts to Vacaville. Yay, labor! So, being here in San Francisco is great, but it has mixed blessings. I live on the Mission. I just ran here. Look at me. I'm wearing a suit jacket, but I have a p-shirt on and tennis shoes because I ran from my house between 21st and 22nd. But I was like everybody's hero in this entire country when I challenged George Bush and just spoke against the war in Iraq. But when I start to realize that George Bush is only part of the problem, he's just a symptom of a bigger problem, and I started to challenge the entire system that Nancy Pelosi is part of, like Gail McLaughlin, we've raised over $150,000 so far for our campaign, which I think is phenomenal since we're not affiliated with any party. And we haven't taken any corporate money either. But we haven't been offered any corporate money either, so I can't really say that that's anything good. I wouldn't take it if I was offered it, though. But here we are in, like Rob said, the most liberal city in the country. And yesterday we were at the Alamany Farmers Market, and some man came up to me and he said, "I'm not going to sign your petition to get you on the ballot." I said, "Why not? It's just to get me on the ballot. You don't have to vote for me. Don't you care about democracy? Are you pro-war?" And he said, "That's offensive to say I'm pro-war just because I won't sign your petition." I said, "Well, you know what offends me? Nancy Pelosi funding this war for another year. Giving George Bush even more money, condemning tens of thousands of more people to death. That's what offends me. And the Democrats and Nancy Pelosi as a symbol, she is not the solution, she's part of the problem. I've admired Ralph and Matt for a long time, but I admire them even more now. Because I know what it is like to challenge the system, and how much integrity, how much courage that takes every day to not to sell out. And Nancy Pelosi has sold the country out. She sold the country of Iraq out. She sold this district out. And it's time that we do go door to door and educate this district that when you pay for war, you can't say you're against war. And if you won't impeach George Bush and Dick Cheney for high crimes and misdemeanors and treason, then you are also part of that problem. And we have to hold her accountable. I'm not a politician, but I've never really known how to keep something short. But my campaign manager, Tiffany, will kill me if I don't say our website is cindyforcongress.org, cindyforcongress.org. We need cindyforcongress.org, cindyforcongress.org. And we need, because we're running, decline the state, we need 10,198 signatures to get on the ballot. But they're not going to keep our voices silent. Thank you.